Aloha everyone! Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips to help you decide where to stay on Maui. I'm shooting here in my home or in my yard because I've been planning to go to the beach to shoot this video, and I just haven't had a chance, and it's been I think 2 weeks now since I last posted, and so I thought I might as well just shoot the video here at home and share with you what I wanted to share. And again, that's where to stay on Maui. So first thing you need to decide is if you want to stay on the west side or on the south side. That's a usual question when you're going on vacation. They'll be asking you, okay, where do you want to stay? West side or south side? So if you look at the map, the area where we call the west side, that's where Lahaina, Kaanapali, Kapalua, and Napili are. So that's actually that's the first area that I would recommend if it's your first time here on Maui and you're looking for a more active, more activities within the area. There are a lot of resorts there, a lot of hotels that you can choose from. If you look at the places to stay, you'll see Hyatt Regency, Sheraton, and many other condos. At the Kapalua side, there's Ritz-Carlton. And so but within the Kaanapali area, there's really a lot of things going on. The Whalers Village shopping center, and so a lot of restaurants also within walking distance. And so that's why usually we recommend that if it's your first time, probably better to stay on the west side. However, if you're more of a quiet type, you don't really care about nightlife or more activities, you just want to come to Maui to be next to the beach, then I actually would recommend south side. South side is where I live, and the south side, the towns include Kihei, Wailea, Makena. And so there's a lot of great beaches here on the south side. There's also a lot of great hotels like the Grand Wailea, Four Seasons, Fairmont Kealani. And so shopping center, we have the shops at Wailea along with other shopping center in Kihei. There's the Kamole place, and I can't remember what they call it. Somewhere in Kamole, across from Kamole Beach too. And there's also Dolphin Plaza, a smaller kind of place to go. But yeah, the shops at Wailea is great. And like what I said, the hotels, usually we recommend Four Seasons, Grand Wailea, Fairmont Kealani. Now, aside from hotels, there are actually a lot of condos available here on South Maui. VRBO, if you look at there, or Airbnb, you'll see places like Kamole Sands and Kihei Akahi, and a lot of choices. So that's something to look forward to, just waking up at the condo and just walking to the beach, because a lot of the places are just walking distance to the beach. And so yeah, so you have to decide, okay, do I want the more touristy place but will enjoy more, and the luau's are there, then that will be west side. But actually south side, there's luau too at the Grand. So anyway, there's also the Marriott Hotel. Okay, let me slow down. I'm kind of getting excited and mixing this all up. So I will actually put a link below on the blog post that I did about this. I'm actually looking at my computer right now, and the blog post is there, hoping it will be my guide, but I'm just rambling right now. But anyway, so I will put a link of that below so you can read, and it's kind of more organized. You'll find it helpful to decide on where you should stay. Okay, so let's review. West side, there's Lahaina, Kaanapali, Kapalua, Napili. South side, there's Wailea, Kihei, Wailea, Makena. And those two regions are the ones more popular or more common where the visitors come and stay. However, there are other options. For example, Central, Central is where your airplane most likely is gonna land. It's in Kahului, and then there's town of Wailuku also. That's where like Costco, Target, and all the shopping centers are. In Wailuku, that's in Kahului. And then in Wailuku, where the offices are, you know, government office, state office, it's there. So hospital is there. So it's more like the central for government offices and shopping, you know, the box store, shopping center, I would call, are there on Central. It is, however, less expensive to stay in that area. There's the Marriott courtyard that's kind of close to the airport. One of the least expensive places to stay, like hotel, is Maui Beach Hotel. It's also in Central. And then there are some Airbnb, VRBO here and there. There's Inn, Old Wailuku, I think that's the name, Old Wailuku Inn. And it's a little bit more historic. If you want to stay there for Airbnb, that's a good place to check. And so yeah, so if you want to be near the airport, near, you know, the, like for example, you have work trip, you will be going to the state offices and county offices anyway, then maybe you want to stay in that area, you know, closer to Queen Kaahumanu Mall and all that. And then you'll save money for your rent, or yeah, daily rent. So that's Central. Now there's also on the North Shore, there's this town called Paia that's also popular with tourists. And now there are some places to stay there, a lot of Airbnb and VRBO that you can check in Paia. So that Paia, if you're a surfer, you probably would want to stay there. If you're more into the like healthy food and what we call that, like mindful living, there's a lot of people staying in that area. And so yeah, that's just the more hippie is, I think, the term they're using, but bohemian kind of lifestyle in there. So if you enjoy that kind of lifestyle, you might opt to stay in Paia side. Check out what they have out there for you to stay on. And then it's a little bit closer to the airport also. And so so there's Paia. Aside from Paia in the North Shore, there's Haiku, and another place where it's less expensive to stay. More rain, more chances of rain, but less expensive. I'll go about that rain and weather later in this video. So stay tuned on the video. I have to say something about the weather, okay? So so there's Paia, and then there's upcountry. So it used to be that, you know, people just want to stay in west side or south side, but recently there are visitors that opting to stay upcountry, and upcountry is cooler, and that's the advantage. Cooler, it's less expensive also than the west side and south side. However, it's farther away from, you know, the activities down here in west side and south side area, and also you're farther from the beach. So you have mountains, beautiful mountains and farms, but you're farther from the beach. You have to drive down to go to the beach, so you cannot just walk. Actually, there are yeah, so that's the place. In Haiku, however, and Paia, you're still a little bit closer to the beach out there, and there are places actually that are oceanfront, so you can check those out too. Okay, so I'm going back and forth now, Paia, North Shore, and upcountry. But those are the two other options aside from south side and west side, North Shore and upcountry. Upcountry towns are, you know, Sprecklesville, Pukalani, Makawao, and Kula. And there's upcountry farmers market that's very popular. They're up there, something to do. You know, you'll be closer to Haleakala as well. And so places to stay, there's Kula Lodge out there, and also yeah, a lot of Airbnb that to check out and see if that's something that you would want to do, just go up there and stay there, and then just schedule some time when you will plan ahead to go to the beach. Okay, so I think those are mostly the town area that you can decide, and then you will have to decide whether you want to stay on a hotel or a condo. There's our pros and cons between hotel and condos. Most families prefer condo for budget purposes, because you can get lesser per day, and then you can cook in there. But some, and actually I recommend, if it's your first time visiting, is staying in a hotel. It's more convenient for you. You don't have to think about cooking, and you're just gonna enjoy yourself and then come home, and then you're in a resort area. Or maybe you can just combine. Some days you stay on the hotel, and then the other days on a condo, and then experience both of them. So okay, so now I told you I'm gonna talk about weather. One thing you have to know is that Maui have microclimates. And so this is something that some places in the mainland don't have, but we have here, and we're so lucky to have that. I think we appreciate having that. It's each town, they're not, the weather is not consistent in all towns in Maui at the same time, same day. So it could be raining in, let's say, west side, and it could be sunny on the south side. It could be raining in Haiku and sunny in the south side and west side. So the sunny places usually always are the west side and south side. And so when you're wanting to more sunny weather, consistent, sunny weather, then that's where you want to stay. On the North Shore, it rains more. And actually, I forgot to mention, North Shore, Hana is part of that North Shore area, and it rains a lot there. But it's beautiful. It's lush and green because of the rain.